Hey everybody. Today is shit. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday the 12th day of October 2022. And this is day 389, I believe, of training for my trek across Missouri via the Katy Trail. And yeah, so hey, I'm here. I'm actually here today. Made it, I took the bus down to the historic St. Charles area. Here's a nice shot of, historic Main Street, St. Charles area. There's an old historic log cabin there. Not quite sure what that's about. But anyway. Oh, so there we have some bikers on the trail. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. This is a huge development. So anyway, I'm down here in downtown St. Charles. This stuff's getting real now, man. I'm finally made it down to the Katy Trail. So we're planning on getting this thing started. The trek begins April 1st, 2023. And what I'm going to be doing, I think we're like 20 miles. The trail ends like 20 miles that way. In a little town called Machens, Missouri. It's spelled Machens. Trail ends about 20 miles that way. However, I'm going to be starting about 220 miles in that direction. In a town called Clinton, Missouri. And going to be doing that with be partnering up with Real Liberty Media, Vince at Real Liberty Media, and so yeah, man, it's really exciting to finally be down here. Okay, and stuff's getting real. So Katy Trail State Park. I'm gonna come on down here. Here's the little St. Charles Mo. I don't know what you'd call this. Some kind of little way station, but here we go. There's the Katy Trail State Park. Got, shoot. Excuse me, pardon me. I want to come on down here. We're real close to the Missouri River. Right on the banks, as a matter of fact, but so while I'm down here, I would like to get a shot of the majestic Missouri River. Oh, it's not looking too majestic from here. Yeah, it's changed a little bit. But anyway, this is Frontier Park. And yeah, I don't know what they did with the, looks like, no, it's not looking very as majestic as it used to. Alright, but anyway. Okay. Pretty nice, so got a nice shot of the river here. Majestic Missouri River. Yeah, I don't know what they did to that other bank over there. But it ain't looking very majestic. Here we got a little barge traffic coming down the river. So anyway, yeah, so the Katy Trail itself, This isn't the Katy Trail. This is just the park right off the Katy Trail. And so, yeah, it's looking a lot uglier than it used to. It used to be a little bit more scenic than this. It looks kind of like industrial and kind of chewed up now. But anyway, they got that bridge up there. That's the I-70 bridge. So yeah, man, beautiful fall day. As you can tell, okay, so this is day 3, 80, like I said, I think 389 of training. And you might say, well, you're not really training, Chuck, you're in your damn power chair. But this is all part of the training. I'm coming down here, doing a little advanced scouting. So anyway, yeah. So my main intent on coming down here was I was gonna go to the bike shop and see about getting some new tires for my manual chair, but I didn't stop to consider that at historic Main Street it's a bunch of really old buildings that aren't really wheelchair accessible. And I know you're saying in this day and age, but I mean, these buildings are really old, like, so I know, doesn't seem right, does it? Okay, well, here we go. So there's the old St. Charles train station. That's the Katy Trail used to be like a railway. Okay, so here we go. St. Charles. Oh, continued from the other side. St. Charles, first permanent settlement on the Missouri River, known as Les Petites Côtes. Les Petites Côtes. I don't know. However you pronounce that in French. French for Little Hills. Until after dedication of Church of St. Charles Borromeo. It's named after St. Charles Borromeo. 1791. Okay, so the name was changed in 1791 to St. Charles. Though 1780 is given as the date of founding, French-Canadian Louis Blanchette first settled here in 1769. The area was first settled by the French and later largely by Americans and Germans. Prominent early settlers were Daniel Boone and his family. Some 25 miles southwest is the home of Boone's son Nathan. The Boone's Lick and Salt River trails began at St. Charles. During the War of 1812, military activity in Missouri centered at Portage de Sioux, a 1799 French settlement 14 miles northeast in Fort Zumwalt State Park, 20 miles west, stand the remains of one of many family forts of the area, erected against Indian attacks. Here were established the first school of the Sacred Heart in the U.S. 1818 by Mother Duchesne, Baptist and Presbyterian churches 1818, first Masonic Lodge north of Missouri. We're starting to get a little bit of rain here. I might have to shut this production down if we get any more, because I have precious electronic equipment here. First Masonic Lodge north of Missouri River. Come on, don't rain on me. Ugh. So, chartered 1820, a newspaper, the Missourian, 1820, and the Methodist St. Charles College, chartered 1837. Here we go. I'm going to try and get this in, and then I'm going to shut it down. St. Charles, continued from the other side. St. Charles was made the temporary state capital, 1821 to 1826, by act of the First General Assembly meeting in St. Louis, 1820. Here the legislature, by affirming in a solemn public act that the rights of any U.S. citizen would not be abridged, met the final congressional requirement for statehood. Debate over the slavery issue that greeted Missouri's petition for statehood resolved itself in the Missouri Compromise of 1820. Slavery was prohibited north of the 36, except in Missouri on August 10th, 1821. Missouri became the 24th state. Near here is the junction of the Missouri and Mississippi. Marquette and Joliet noted this point 1673, and here the Lewis and Clark expedition began its ascent of the Missouri, 1804. 3 bridges crossed the Missouri and 2 the Mississippi in St. Charles County, seat of justice for one of Missouri's first 5 counties. Earlier, one of 5 Spanish districts, St. Charles serves a farming and industrial area. Here are the old capital, Sacred Heart Convent, St. Charles Borromeo Cemetery, and Lindenwood College, chartered 1853. My alma mater, founded earlier by George and Mary Sibley, one of oldest schools for women in the Mississippi Valley. So, there you go. So there you go, and there you have it. So, again, so moving on. Moving on, we got over here, it's the old St. Charles train station. Oh shoot, I gotta see what time it is. Oh, let's see, what time is it? Make sure I don't, my rides. Okay, it's 129 right now. I guess, so, yeah, gotta meet my, right, so, okay, the MKT, Missouri, Kansas, Texas, that's why it's called, okay, 1978, so, anyway, this is the old train station. So, half woman, half fish. The siren. The astonishing talking dog. Big bad wolf. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, so I'm a little freaked out by this weather. I don't want to get caught in the rain. But, so it's supposed to actually storm. So, alright, but, hey. So, alright, moving on. Okay, I'm at 91% now. So, yep. Anyway. So, there's the flags. Missouri, you got Missouri flag, the what is that, St. Charles flag, and U.S. flag. All right, so anyway, so this is my hometown though. Lived here my whole life. It's not a bad little place. Alright, so let's just might as well get back on the Katy. Again, I'd like to point out the trek begins April 1st, 2023, and we're going about 220 miles in that direction. It's going to be starting. And the reason I'm starting in that direction is because I know it seems really flat, but this is actually goes uphill, but it's so gradually you can't really tell. But if you start in Clinton, you come back down along the river here, yeah, it's like downhill, like after the first 6,500 miles or something. It's all pretty flat, but it's such a slight grade that they recommend, starting. And I mean, especially for bikers, cyclists. But anyway, this is really exciting for me to actually be just on the trail. And really glad. When I first came down here, I was pretty damn nervous because I was just kind of sitting in this little kind of shelter alcove area because it was looking pretty gray, and like it was about to rain. We're supposed to get storms and stuff today, but I was fooled. But well, looks like it's clearing up over there. Got some blue skies. But I mean, this morning though, it was like really nice. Oh look, the sun's coming out. Awesome. Yes. Anyway, I was just freaking out though, because I came down here and it really looked like it was gonna start storming. And my driver person who brought me down here said, I was like, yeah man, I was completely fooled by the weather. And she was like, I know, it's supposed to start storming, but how's it going? But anyway, so anyway, but I decided to come down here and with the power chair just because now that I'm older, I don't like to train too much. I mean, I know I plan on going 5 miles a day once I start this, but I'm used to training on hills by my house, and this is all completely flat. So anyway, let me go ahead and come on up here and well, I'm at 90%, 136, so Charles Mo. So anyway, let's see, history of St. Charles. St. Charles points of interest. Lewis and Clark in Missouri. There's a statue further down there, but I don't. Okay, but I'm running a little short on time here. Let's see. Missouri was beginning and end for the Lewis and Clark expedition, planned by President Thomas Jefferson and carried out by the two captains and a large crew. The expedition is a keystone American event when the United States took ownership of the Louisiana Territory during a ceremony in St. Louis in March 1804, probably attended by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. The country doubled in size, and expansion to the Pacific Ocean seemed possible. 2 months later, the Corps of Discovery traveled up the Missouri River toward the Pacific, and they hoped a new American era in trade, diplomacy, and settlement. Corps volunteers on an expedition of northwestern discovery. After leaving winter camp at Wood River on the east side of the Mississippi River, directly opposite the mouth of the Missouri River, the crew made a final recruiting stop in St. Charles in May 1804. Most of the men were Army sergeants and privates, but the expedition, with 45 members, beginning the journey, also included Clark's slave, York, a French Shawnee interpreter, and French-Canadian, French Omaha, and French Missouri Indian boatmen. Thanks to 7 who kept journals, we can imagine the journey vividly. On the way west, the expedition spent 66 days in what is now Missouri. During the return to St. Louis in 1806, the same 600 miles took just 2 weeks. The river master, the Missouri River, and its dangers dominated the early trip. In spring and summer 1804, the 55-foot keelboat. Oh man, there's actually a recreation of that keelboat down further down the park too. But I didn't want to stray. I'm kind of running short on time, and I didn't want to go too far as well because of this weather. I didn't know if it was going to start raining on me or not, but anywho, often the crew was forced to tow the keelboat from the riverbank. They repaired broken masts and tow ropes, were exhausted by exertion and heat. Blasted by sand and mosquitoes, so you get the idea. St. Charles points of interest. Picturesque St. Charles. Yeah, you got Frontier Park. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's that statue. That's like further down. I don't have time to go to it. So, anywho, moving on. So glad the sun came out though, for at least a little bit. I really thought I was gonna get rained on. So, anyway, I guess I'll get one more shot of the river here. Yeah, it's just looking really ugly now. It used to be a lot more scenic, but not anymore. So, anyway, there it is. I figured while I was down here. So, I just wanted to show everyone the Katy Trail and the river. And so, like I said, we're going to be starting about 220 miles to the left, starting on April 1st. Here we got the first Missouri state capital. Became the 24th state of the United States, Peck Row. Okay, I think we went on. Oh, okay, here we go. St. Charles to Mawkins. Via the Katy Trail. Oh no, it's 12.6 miles, not 20. Okay, so St. Charles to Mawkins is 12.6 miles, so yeah, I guess that's Mockins, I guess. So yeah, St. Charles to Mockins is 12.6 miles, so that's 12.6 miles in that direction, and that's where I don't know if I'm gonna be ending up at St. Charles, or if I'm gonna go the whole 12.6 miles and wrap it up at Mockins. I don't know. We'll see. But we're starting in Clinton, though, which is like kind of close to Kansas City. But anyway, St. Charles to Mockins is 12.6 miles. As you head east, the Missouri River emerges from its bluff-shrouded valley into the expansive bottomland of the Illinois, Missouri, Mississippi rivers. The bluffs around St. Charles disappear into the flatlands. At mile, okay, alright, so anyway. More about the Katy Trail State Park. Okay. There you go. Starts, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it starts in Clinton. And then it goes all the way up. It hits the river at around Boonville. I think there's an actual crossing or a bridge at Boonville, and then goes hugs the river, follows the river all the way to St. Charles. That's where we're at, and then eventually Mockins. Right there you got the confluence of the mighty Mississippi and the majestic Missouri rivers. So, anywho, what time is it? I better start making my way up there. So anyway, ladies and gents, I think my ride's gonna be here at about 2. Trying to remember where. Okay, well that's First Capital. I can't remember if it was First Capital or what's it? I think it was First Capital. I can't remember if it was First Capital or Jefferson. That we turned in. No, this was it. Yeah. Yeah, this was it. First Capital. So. Oh. So, anyway, everybody's very friendly around here, so giving the poor cripple guy the right of way. So, anyway, I think this is where my ride's going to be picking me up. So, yeah, I'm at 88 right now, but anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and come on up here and just yeah, this is where should let me off at. 'Cause so yeah. Yep, this is it. So, but anyway, so here's a little bit. I just wanted to show y'all historic Main Street. It's kind of the cobblestone stuff is sort of a pain in the ass. Ooh. Alright, so anyway, there you go, ladies and gents. I guess now I'm just going to sit here and wait for my ride. But, so, it's time for us to part ways. Until our paths cross again. Happy trails, everybody.